The last sector I'll be talking about, which is cryptocurrencies, and I will only be talking about the major coins. Okay, I won't be talking about all the main coins, but I will cover a little bit of the main coins here. Starting with Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has traded to an all-time high of $126,300, and it has been coming down. Hit a bottom of about $80, 80,500, and it has gone sideways. And we're beginning to see in the first week of 2026, there has been a bit of a rebound in Bitcoin prices. Okay, that could be something that to look out for, because I think the odds that risky assets now are becoming attractive because the Federal Reserve stopped its quantitative tightening on December the 1st. Almost immediately after they stopped the quantitative tightening, they have been pumping a lot of liquidity into the banking system. A lot of people say that the reason why the Federal Reserve is pumping so much liquidity into the system is to support the banks that has been caught on the wrong side of the silver trade. But it's also spilling over to the other risky assets, such as digital currencies. Okay, so here we have seen Bitcoin actually may actually have benefited. Okay, not as the main thing, but I think as a collateral. Okay, uh, uh, whereby it actually benefited from the increase in liquidity in the marketplace. So we have seen crude oil price. I'm sorry, Bitcoin actually attempting to trade higher. Over the last 48 hours, we don't see a lot of movements. We can see that it's almost flat at $90,000. Okay, so the overall outlook for Bitcoin still remains very positive unless the market goes below 74,400. Until the level is broken, I think the bias is still to look for buying opportunities. Okay, so how this pullback from 126,300 unfolds remains to be seen. But I think overall, if you look at a higher time frame, Bitcoin remains a buy in my opinion. Okay, purely from a technical outlook. Then we look at Ethereum. Ethereum has also traded to a high of just under $5,000 in the last quarter of 2025, and it has been coming under pressure. The lowest traded was $2,620. I remember I used to have Ethereum at $500. Okay, so it's a long way from the $500 basis. Okay, but the market has actually gone up 10 times since at near $5,000. And kicking myself for not keeping those Ethereum. So we can see that Ethereum is basically bearish. From the daily time frame, it is a little bit biased to the downside. So we do expect further weakness in Ethereum. Okay, although I have taken up a preliminary long position purely from the fact that the market has a counter trend created to a low of $2,773 and starting to bounce. I have bought some, okay, hoping that it may actually correct in a three wave, all going all the way to $3,630. So that is my immediate expectation, that we may see a rebound before the market pulls back down again. Okay, so top side for me will be 3,006, with the possibility once the level is hit, then it may actually unravel to trade below 2006, possibly into $2,000. Okay, so this will be my outlook for Ethereum. So the other major coins to look out for will be the Ripple. Now, Ripple has been in the news purely because it is also a stable coin, and a lot of their blockchain has been used in a lot of banks for settlement. Okay, here we can see that the overall bias is still to the upside in favor of further gain in Ripple. But over the last week itself, the market hit a high of $2.41 and starts to unravel. So is this unraveling part of the technical pullback? Very, very possible. So the high traded is $3.66. So we go down to a low of $1.77 before it bounced back to $2.70. And now it is again on the back foot. Will it cause prices to continue to trade lower? Possible. Okay. I used to buy Ripple at $2. Okay. And right now it is now just sitting above $2. So $2 has always been the pivot point whereby if it can stay above $2, it will invite buyers. But we have seen recently the $2 doesn't seem to be holding very, very well. Okay, it has gone below $2 and then bounced back up again. So if you can avoid trading Ripple for now, maybe you should. Okay, I will continue to watch the development in Ripple. I am trading a fair bit of cryptocurrencies, but I don't invest in them. Meaning to say, I purely see this as a trading instrument. Okay, uh, yeah. So this is my overall view for Ripple itself. So for those who have not attended my webinar on Q1 Outlook, the recording is available. And if you're interested to get your hands on the recording, just WhatsApp me at this number at 888 549 549. You can have it for less than $20. Okay, so give me a buzz if you want the recording. It is about 2 hours recording. We talk about a lot more than what we just covered. Okay, so if you're interested in that, reach out to me. Okay. So today is only the first week of a new relaunch of the weekly market wrap. I am hoping that you guys will be able to actively participate purely because I do not want to get on the wrong side of the law because there has been increased scrutiny of influencer people like me who talk about financial markets, and that's the only reason why we are keeping this webinar private. Okay, so at least I can say that it is not open to the public, and it is only a close uh, uh, close presentation. Okay, so again, if you're interested to get your hands on the recording for my outlook for Q1 2026, is available. Reach out to me, and the price is $19.90. All right, guys, this is all I have for you. If you have any question, I'll be more than happy to entertain your question. Anybody want to start the ball rolling to post your questions?